mess, bro. Motherfucker. Just stay there, bro. Fire up, Will. Oh. Pull out heavy light. Right, we've got a half an hour. This fucking thing. Stay there. Like that, a big conch of tricolour over your head. Come on, bro. I've just done my Christmas wrapping. I'm very bad at it. You definitely know it's from me if you get a present. Now, how many fish we caught today? I'll give you a guess. None. Jude McDonald is on and done. Good a meal of mahagut in you come. Chucky Erla, Erin Gabra, Oglin Erin, shout out to my da. Buchel, see the fuck she is. Down your veil, Cunis, got a meal of mahagut. Buchel. Buchel. Teacher. On Will, Catacomb, Dullamock, Marche de Hully.
When the world turns cold and you can't be heard, when silence cuts deeper than any word, I'll be the voice that pulls you near, reminding you I see you I believe in you.
I've done all my presents. I ran out of wrapping paper.
At Iceland and the Food Warehouse, we're the home of party this Christmas. Grab great quality party favourites, just 3 for £5. That's why we go to Iceland and the Food Warehouse. And when the weekend comes, I'll live for that energy. Does that make sense to you? Do you feel what I'm talking about? I want to be in that moment. I need to feel that. Some call me crazy when I say this music is divine. Some even call it a higher power. I say call it what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I believe is true. When you feel lost, let the music guide you. It is that powerful when the DJ spins that sound. It vibrates the room. And when everything is right, it's almost like heaven on earth. Look like goosebumps on your arms. They don't lie. Heaven is a dance floor. Look around you. Everybody's beautiful. That is what this music does to you. I tell you now, this is not some dream. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are feeling is very real. And it's happening right here, right now. Let's be in this moment.
Hey, Finn, I'm not staying long. Finn, it's taken me nearly 2 hours to wrap 11 presents. I've run out of paper. I'm the worst rapper in the world, but I got it done. Finn, know what? Here, I went on the canal. We had a good day today. You know how many I caught? Go on, give me a number. The same number as yesterday. None. No fish. Finn, 2 hours to wrap 11 presents. So, I don't know what to wear Christmas Day. But I like wearing certain things, Finn. You know, especially Christmas now. I'll bang on an owl duffel or something, you know what I mean? Pair of skinny jeans and the owl Armani trainers or something, I don't know. I might even turn up in Crocs. It depends what mood I'm in. As long as I'm not turning up in frocks, that's all that matters. Shout out to Jake Paul's jaw. I got it wrong. I like a Rocky story. I like an underdog now. I got it wrong last night, so I got it wrong. I don't play games, brother. Finn, can you do me a favour and make sure he's over the limit? Thanks for doing that. So, my brother's got a PlayStation 5. So, if I ever go back down to me ma's, Finn, we'll be able to play games. The golf one. I'd like to play golf with you. In fact, not just on a video game. I'd love to go playing golf with you, bro, and do a live. As long as we get around the fucking 18 and 100 balls, we'd be alright. You know. Tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you 2 shots in front of me. No, I'll give you 1 shot. Right. Let's say it's a par 4, right? I let you have a free shot. You can tee off. I'm only giving you 1 shot. I'm not giving you 2. You know, I'm shit at golf, but I can hit a ball. Not very straight. I can hit it. It just doesn't go straight. And I take up a lot of fucking grass with me sometimes because I take my eye off the ball. I had someone try to learn me, coach me how to play golf, right? Yeah? Don't take your eye off the ball. Now, this geezer could play golf, right? So he learned me how to play golf. I'm terrible at it. He said to me, Jude, you're taking your eye off the ball. Because, Finn, right, when you swing... Right, so... Bro, when I like that, right, say... Right, give me a second, right, so here, let's say, right, so boom, 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 boom. Now, you know, if the fucking hole's 6 foot away, this is what we do, watch. Keep watching me. Ah, fuck off, stay there, will you? So, wrong end, sorry. So, I like that. The ball's down there. The hole's there. The mistake people make is looking at the hole. You look at the hole once or twice, right? Don't take your eye off the ball. Do you understand? Eye on the ball. Like that, look. Yeah, like that. Eye on the ball. Don't take your eye off the ball. Yes. We got it in 4. Sorry, we got a 3. That's a birdie. Yeah, Finn, I'd love a game of golf with you. I tried to wrap me presents there before, some of them. I haven't wrapped me families yet. I might just give them for here. Fuck wrapping them here. They're in the bag. There you go. Finn, there's too many to wrap. I've ran out of wrapping paper. I had 4 rolls and I've used it all up. You want to see the state of my wrapping? It's embarrassing. You know. But, yeah, I'm the worst rapper ever. I'm delighted Jake Paul got a broken jaw. He needed that. You know, his daddy didn't beat him hard enough when he was a kid. So I went out fishing today. Wait till you hear this. So I'm fishing. This geezer, he's sitting on the canal having a beer. He's like, you alright, mate? I said, yeah, I'm grand, I'm fishing. He's like, yeah, bro. Are you from around here? I says, kind of. He's like, right, I'm in the hostel over there. He said, bro, I'm going into detox. Do you know anything about detoxing? I said, a little bit, but not off alcohol. I said, I used to be a heroin addict and a crack addict. But I was never into the drink. And he's like, no way, bro. I said, yeah. He said, I'm trying to get off the drink. I was like, how long are you drinking? He said, since 9 o'clock this morning. I said, no, what? I mean, how long have you been drinking at 9 o'clock? Would you get up out of that? Fucking, that rhetorical question. What? How long have you been drinking? You know, and he said to me, since I'm 11. I was like, how old are you now? He said, 56. I was like, if you asked them, they don't just put you in these locations, but this geezer, like, fucking hell, man, he told me his life story, right? While he was telling me his life story, before I went to him, I left me bait box open, right? I'm sat talking to him for about 10 minutes, watching me float, not realising all me bait is climbing out of the fucking container I've left opened. You know, so I'm like, fuck, I come back, I was like, I've no maggots, they've all climbed into the water. So I was like, I felt like saying, you know, bro, fuck off, don't talk to me. So he says something else to me, so I said, fuck it. I've one big daddy worm left, so I put it on the end of me hook, bang me flow in, so I was talking to him. He's like, mate, you reckon 28 days will do it? I said, bro, listen, no disrespect or anything, but I don't know you. I said, 28 days isn't going to do nothing to you, bro. Because you're going to get out of there and you're going to want to drink. You're going to have to go into rehab for a good 12 weeks. You know, I don't know how it works with alcohol, but I know how it works with heavy drugs, you know. I said to him, bro, I'm rooting for you. He said, are you making a video? I said, yeah, I have a little YouTube channel. He's like, do you mind, could I make a video with you? I was like, bro, you don't want to be making a video, it's okay. You know what I mean? So I was speaking to him for ages, and when I was going, he's like, you know what, mate, thanks very much. I said, for what? He said, you know, in the last 7 days that spoke to me and not judged me for having a can of beer in my hand. I said, bro, listen, nobody can judge you. You know, you're trying to numb your pain. I get it. You're trying to numb that inside. You know, a lot of people go on the canal for mental health reasons. When my mental health is bad, like I said, December is very hard for me. Now, up until the other day, I haven't gone fishing in ages, right? But because it's December, I'll go fishing probably every second day. Because when I'm on the canal, I can speak to me dad in me head, kind of, not speak to him, but you know what I mean? It depends how spiritual you are and how deep your connection is with your daddy. I had a deep connection with my dad. Very deep. He beat the shit out of me. You know, it's like, but I've turned into him. You know, except for I've never hit me children or a woman in my life. I like hitting men. I like hitting bullies. You know, people who think they're well hard and go on YouTube and call everyone out and tell everyone that they're a tough guy, a hard man, and a fighting man. Like, that number one, that's your biggest mistake. You know what I mean? I hate all that tough guy bullshit. Listen, I come from tough guy alley, bro. You know, where man gets shot, stabbed, wetted up done. You understand? This is Manchester. We run no joke thing in 0161. I've been here 32 years. Yeah, watch me. Like that. Still. And fuck DJ Media as well. And I don't want to meet Billy Moore. Yous are all in the same gang. I fucking here. Fuck that. I don't want to meet anybody who is a nonce or a nonce enabler. You know what I mean? Fuck that. As soon as somebody tells you here, see him, he's got paperwork, you back off away from him. You stay away from him unless you're going over and punching him in the face when you have a clear opportunity. He's a bacon. Do something. You know, but you can't now because you'll get nicked. The amount of plain clothes, right? I've had a conversation with about 4 lads that are from this city, yeah, who everybody knows on YouTube, right? And a couple of them have told me that Piccadilly is a war zone. Another one told me McDonald's, it's probably the roughest McDonald's in the UK, maybe. And there's a lot of people in there. There's a lot of plainclothes police officers pretending to be drug addicts, pretending to be homeless, and are watching. And they don't like to be unmasked. Just like monsters, they stay hidden. You know. But nowadays you have monsters in plain sight. You know what I mean? And you get loads of people who enable this behaviour. I'm a father at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck what you think of me, but when it comes to children, they're the most precious thing we have in life. And I'll tell you what's more precious, when your children go on to have children. Last week I got one of the biggest frights of my life. I was told my grandson was in hospital. I don't know, bro. In all fairness, I'd say Danny is strong, maybe. But I've no idea, bro. In all fairness, I haven't got a clue. Yeah, I've no opinion on him. In all fairness, I know he's shit at golf. Hey, I'd beat him at a game of golf. If that helps you. And if he said that, I'd hit him with the golf stick. 4! Now you're on the floor. No more of your shit, no more. Tony, fuck off! You know, carry your own golf clubs. Yeah, carry your own golf clubs. In Ireland there's a saying, you only drink your whiskey when it's earned. But Danny, I'd beat him at golf. I did watch it, Greg, and I got it wrong. Shout out to Talent. You up out that? Oh, Clondalkin. Hell on, no way. Is that either Talent or Clondalkin? It's one of them. I know I have family there. In both. I got it wrong. I predicted that. I thought Jake Paul had a puncher's chance, right? And I'll be honest with you, his game is fuck, and he come up short last night. Would you fight AJ? But I was thinking, because of the way the Mike Tyson fight happened, no fucking way. Joanne, you'll know all my cousins, all the Fitzpatricks. My mammy and their mammy are sisters. How mad is that? I bet you know every one of them, don't you, Joanne? They all drinking Finches and the Knowleses. They're all my family. Blood family. Me Uncle Christy died a few months ago. It definitely is, isn't it? Shout out to Hairlawn and shout out to Finches. Shout out to all my cousins up there. Christy, Git, Deco, Keith, Alan, Fitzpatrick. No way, fucking hell. Well, Fran, Trisha and my ma that's their brother. You know, there's a few sisters and then there's a few boys. It's a small world, isn't it? I used to live in Gallenstown, Joanne. I lived on Cherry Orchard Avenue. And then I come to England in 1993. Same to you and your family, yeah? But, guys, I'm not going to lie. Earlier on, I got some of the presents down and tried to wrap them. It took me 2 hours to wrap 11 presents. 2 fucking hours. And I'm not even halfway there yet. I'm having a break. Yeah. I grew up with all the Grandins and all the lads from the Red Wall. Because I lived on Cherry Orchard Avenue, Joanne. You know where the second roundabout is in Cherry Orchard? Oh, don't talk to me about him. Hey, he come to live in Manchester for 18 months because of me. Rest in peace to him. He was a bollocks in the asylum, I'll tell you that. But he was like my big brother, and if you touched me, he'd fucking eat you. There's Jimmy himself. How are you, mate? Nah, listen, Joanne, it's a very small world. Like I said, Clondalkin, there's one main boozer, Finches, and my family are there every day, innit? Imagine drinking 7 days a week. But like I said, it's a very small world. Jimmy, I seen your video the other day about them 2 pair of morons. I won't say their names, but when you turn up to locations and then you start fucking threatening people with legal action, don't jump into the water if you don't want to get fucking wet. Do you understand? Don't go in the jungle if you don't want to get eaten. You're either eaten or you're the food. Do you understand? That's getting eaten. There's too many guys on YouTube that seek validation. All these different fighting organisations. And because they can fight, they think they're tough. Just because you can fight doesn't mean you're tough here. I come from tough fucking land, look. I've broke that about 5 times. And I still have a couple of bangs in it. Do you understand? It's smashed to bits. Look, even on my fingers. Smashed the fuck. Well, Jimmy, here's the thing I have an issue with, right? I don't like anybody who abuses women, but at the end of the day, if you start making threats to people, saying you're going to go to their house, and then you get it back, and you ring the police, Jimmy, this year, brother, yeah, somebody reported me, and I got done for malicious communication. The police come to here. I wasn't here. They come to me mass. I invited the copper in. I said, what you want? He said, well, I need to speak to you. I said, about what? He said, we can't contact you. I said, you have me fucking phone. What have you been ringing me phone that you haven't fucking your fucking wherever? You have me phone. How can I? Motherfucker. Yeah, well, I'm a big fan of that, Joanne. I did it in this city for about 21 years, and then I had a breakdown. I lost me ma and dad. I lost me fucking mind. I went bonkers. you know, and I went on drug binges, you know. Like when you lose your parents, like, you know, some people are strong, you know, and others fall apart. You know, this year, every year in December, I hate December, you know, 'cause my father died on the 29th, but when I'm feeling down, I say to myself, get your ass out on that canal and catch a fish. And even if you don't catch a fish, you're taking part. You know. Well, shout out to your family, Joanne, and I hope you have a happy Christmas. Jimmy, I hope you have a happy Christmas, mate. Like I said, like yourself, Jimmy, I stay out of it. You know, I don't give me opinion. I could do what everybody else does and make videos about these pair of fools. You know, crying. Listen, you can't start acting like a fucking tough guy and then start becoming a victim of your own fucking story. Do you understand? You can't be threatening people and what have you and then acting like a fucking victim. You know, it's like I said, I won't even mention them because they're getting too many subs, and I've no issue with people getting subs that deserve it. People that have earned it. Where I'm from, you don't drink whiskey unless you fucking earn it, and they have not earned it. They're only in this community 2 minutes. You know what I mean? Simple as, if you don't want to get wet, make sure you bring a towel. You know, that, like me, I've no time for anybody that abuses women. But what about when women abuse men? Do you understand? Well, hang on a minute. You're abusing me and you're a woman, so 'cause you're a woman, I'm supposed to take it off you and mug me off? Nah, fuck that. You've been screaming for years for equal rights. Now you have it. You know, here. You live by the fucking sword, you die by it. Simple. There's no middle ground here. You know, but malicious communication. Someone reported me. And I got done with malicious communication months ago. And he took me phone. You know, because I made threats, allegedly. I didn't make a threat. You know, if I threaten you, I'll tip you on the shoulder if I see it. You know, but this individual could have broken me and my missus up and all. You know, some woman. I forgive her. You know, because I did say a few things that I shouldn't have said that were a bit out of order. So, yeah, I got a caution from it. They took me phone. And when I went to get me phone, they said he didn't have it. I said, you took it on me when I come in. They wouldn't give me phone back. Jimmy, without saying too much, my man looks like fucking a Gollum Mike Tyson. Do you understand? And I believe he's got a lot of paperwork. You know what I mean? And I believe he's a fucking wrong, and that's what I've been told. Now, I'm just going off what everybody else is saying, but you know, Jimmy, if they come to somebody's house in Manchester and parked outside their door, they wouldn't get off the estate. You know, you don't. The way I see things is, whether you like me or not, as a father, nobody should come to your home where your family is. You know what I mean? That crosses the line. And men don't need to insult another man's wife or his children to get a reaction. Why don't you just say, I'm going to pick a location, there's my phone number, I'll meet you here in half an hour, me and you, no cameras, no getting your gal to park across the road and video it. You know, what's your problem? Bang, lights out. I take 2 steps back. Go on, throw at me. Please do. I'll deflect your shots off me broken hands. Now it's my turn. Fuck off. And it's out there. I have to go. I want to say happy Christmas to everybody. Hoax, happy Christmas to your brother. But Jimmy, them two, like I said, I don't get involved with JDP and what have you because it's getting too toxic now and I don't want to be associated with that. And JB, I don't know the lad, I've nothing against him, but his channel is going very dark and that's what direction it's heading in. Because it's a pissing contest, Jimmy. You know what that means, don't you? A lot of men on here need validation. I've been on here 7 years. You can't validate me. I'm one of the most unvalidated man on this platform. You cannot validate me. I know what I am and what I'm not. You know, 6,500 no, 6,000, sorry. 6,000 videos. 6,500, 6,600 videos. And not one video have I ever called anyone out. You know, I'm from Cherry Orchard, Ballyfermot, Gallantstown, Cartel Land. And I've not called anyone out yet. You know why? Because I'm not a tough man or a hard man or a fighting man. I don't need to. I've been doing it all my life. Here. Do you forget to ride a bike, do you? Hey. Do you forget when you get your hole for the first time? Do you forget when you get dragged out of a stolen car by the police? No. Do you understand? I don't need validation. I've always known what I am. And you know what that is? I am not a gay. But I do like to play. Let's go back to the start. I like music, fishing and art. And I'm here to hit a target and to take part. Good night.